I've just realised why they do that in movies. Brilliant. Hi everyone. Hopefully this is a one-take wonder, get over and done with, because I am tired after a very long weekend and doing a half marathon today. That's another story. Let's get straight into it. Someone already asked me what I wanted to talk about today, so I actually planned ahead of time, and it's about picking battles and deciding what your battles are going to be, because that sets your focus and it changes your view on what you don't have as your battle. So let's start from the simplest. If your battle is to get out of bed, and you're perfectly able to, then that's a struggle compared, and you just start on the bad foot. Whereas like if your battle is to get to the gym, then getting out of bed is just a part of that, and it's not actually a battle upon itself, and therefore it's mentally easier to achieve and conquer because it's seen as not a challenge. And that's the core concept overall. So you could probably end up watching there if you wanted to. Okay, I'll probably go on for another 10 minutes. But yeah, this picking battles, it's deciding what you want to fight for. And it's quite apt because someone today told me, I hope you find what you're looking for when you go to Australia. And I was like, okay, because it never crossed my mind that I was going to Australia to look for something. And the more I think about it, I guess the more I realise that's a very strong question for that person to ask, and I should be asking myself. Otherwise I'm going to go out there and maybe not achieve anything. I'll just go out there and go through the motions, which is really weird to say, but I think picking your battles, and it's hard to define like a battle compared to a goal. They're probably about the same thing. Where did that go? Hopefully not on me. Okay. It's just making sure you're not setting yourself up for failure, or you're not setting a task too big or too small. And I wish I knew clear-cut advice on what to do, but it's so individual and so down to the task and what your capabilities are. I would say like make sure it's a challenge, but it's achievable, and achievable maybe not immediately, but well, again, it comes down to the task. But I really wanted it because it's helped me a lot recently, like deciding my battles and just setting time for those battles. So I'm going to challenge to do X, and this goes back to last vlog and giving 90 minutes to do something, and I'll give 90 minutes to a battle or something I want to do, and you might not get it done in that 90 minutes, you might get it done in the next 90 minutes, but being able to focus on that one thing, and everything else becomes background. Like if fitness is your battle, then nutrition and gym is part of that, and eating correctly isn't that big of a deal because your battle's with fitness, not with the direct nutrition. And it's just making sure you're looking at the bigger picture rather than the small, and just like, it's good to break things down for when you're tackling something, but they're not battles, they're just tasks of a greater battle. And it'll make life easier, and that's like, well, hopefully the aim of this is helping people improve their life and making things easier through hopefully lessons I've learned and lessons I live myself. But if something's easy but you dwell on it, then it becomes difficult and you waste more time than you do actually on the battle, the task, the goal. So make sure those little things, just smash it out of the park, just get them over and done with. Like, it's not a fight to get them done, just do it. So I hope you got the gist of that. Rambled on for a little bit there. Probably got the course concept over in seconds. So, looping back to what I said at the start, today my goal, my battle was to go from my friend's house to Richmond Park and just go round it, and I knew what I was getting myself into because I mapped out the distance, but I didn't know the difficulty of the task I actually set myself. So it was weird. I just set an alarm. I knew how much time I had half the time, so I know I would just keep on going. If the alarm went, I need to turn around wherever I get to, but I got past the halfway point before the alarm, so I knew I was making great progress, and I actually got back to my friend's house and I was so close to the half marathon mark. I just went past my friend's house and carried on jogging until I got to that point, just so I could complete a half marathon. I haven't been running in ages, so I'm definitely feeling it in my knees, but it's just an example directly today of my challenge and my battle was going around Richmond Park regardless. Like, just I'm doing that's my goal. Like, everything else is meaningless and little, and just that's my target, that's what I'm going to go for, and I did. And I think if I set out to do a half marathon and my mindset was on the distance, then I don't think I would have done that, or done as well. And I probably would have turned around after halfway, just getting to Richmond and going around half of it. I'd be like, oh, that's it, that's done. But because my mindset was on the fact that it was about getting around Richmond, the whole of Richmond Park, I did that. And I just think that's a nice example from today, where setting the challenge on something else that allows you to do the task, but with a different mindset, that might just be of help. So let's try and think of another example. Coursework, you got to write 10,000 words. That seems such a slog. So why not set the goal or the battle to be something else? So your battle's to write the best thing you've ever written. It doesn't matter how many words it is, you can review that at the end, but your battle is to write the best thing ever. Don't think about the word count, just think about doing the best you can at that task. People like putting numbers to things and statistics, but if you ignore them when you're doing the task, so you can focus on the task completely, I think that will help a lot. So next time you go running, don't set a distance, set a time. You got an hour, set an alarm for half an hour, or maybe 25 minutes, because you might be slow on the way back. Jog for 25 minutes away from home, and then jog back for the 35 minutes. Doesn't matter on the distance. You've given yourself an allotment time, maybe 90 minutes, and going for that power hour. And then see how much you can do. And I think that encompasses everything I've been saying about commitment to something 100%, just a short amount of time, focus, and don't care about the small stuff, just big picture, go for it. And even if you don't achieve something, you'll still be better off than where you were. Like, if you wanted, even if like you went for the the 25-minute jog and you only jogged for 25 minutes, but you carried on walking for the 5 minutes, and then you walked the 35 minutes back, you would have done, that's so much more than you would have done previously. Just utilise that time. And expanding upon that, like, I've wanted to quit my job. I've always wanted to quit work and work for myself, but I don't even utilise the time I have away from work. So what's to say that I will utilise it better, like utilise the full day, if I'm not at work? If I can't even utilise my few hours in the evening, maybe it's because of work that I'm drained, but if I can't put the effort in now, then why is leaving my job gonna give me more, giving myself more time gonna help if I'm not using the time I already have? So it's gonna be interesting going forward. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the company, because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, what I'm gonna be doing. I still love the idea, still love the concept, still love the app. I still want to go all out with it. Like, even if it just breaks even, it's like I say, I've gained so much from it, regardless if it fails or not. I'd love to break even so I can pay everyone back, because I owe them so much. Their time, their money, and just their trust in me. And I'm forever grateful for that. So my battle isn't to pay them back. My battle is to make this app as good as possible and make it a brilliant app, because I believe that if they see me doing that, even if it absolutely bombs, they know I've given my 100%. And can't do more than that, can you? If you truly have given your all, then you can't do more. Maybe it's wrong timing, or missed the boat, or there might be some external factors, but there's one thing you always control, and that's your effort. And that's down to you. And that's a great power people have, and they don't realise that. And there was a brilliant YouTube video where a speaker goes to schools, and he was saying how he goes to like ethnic schools, and that's the only place, he's ethnic himself, and like he goes to these schools and they're the only schools that laugh at him. And he says that everyone else listens to him, and that he says, like, everyone thinks you're dumb, but you're not dumb. You're not trying. It's completely different. You could pass that test if you wanted to, you just don't care. And I think a lot of people have that about many other things in life. Like, if you really wanted to lose weight, or you really wanted to learn something, like, you can. Like, if anyone needs help doing anything, message me and I'll do whatever I can to help you and point you in the right direction of tools, or just assist you. Like, I'm really looking to, like, I'd rather have that one-to-one connection so I can give direct advice. So feel free to just drop me a DM and I'll get back to you. Like, I really want to start helping people more directly, and hopefully through that I will have more content for you lot and be able to generalize the things I have through those one-to-one sessions. And I've only really got the aspect of, I've only seen life through my eyes, and maybe like my friends and families. So to see life through more eyes and see the different challenges and the different trials of life, and everyone has different bars that they gotta overcome if they want to, and it'll be great to understand more. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. That was a good 15 minutes, 2 takes, but Not sure when I'm gonna. These are getting harder and harder to squeeze in. Every weekend absolutely rammed, because I think including this weekend in London, I'm going to 7 different towns to see people and family before I leave. So, but these won't stop. They'll be in a different time zone, in a different place, maybe a much better background, maybe the beach is Bondi Beach or something. These won't stop. I started these now, and my battle is to improve them to the point that maybe it's just like a 10-minute a week thing, more structure, and less of this, less rambling. All the best. Have a good one.